Hi, this is Rick Mason, the executive producer and host for Issues Television Talk Show. Check us out each and every Saturday morning at 6:30 a.m. on CW and Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on My Mississippi. And again, thanks for tuning in to Issues Television Talk Show. We're back to the television talk show Issues here in Columbus, Mississippi. Got so many great things going on. We'll make our way to the county, the Lowndes County area as a whole. And we have Miss Sydney here. Miss Sydney, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, good. Talk to us. Give us your first and your last name. Give us a little input about who you are and where you're from and all of this good stuff, your day-to-day job as a whole.
All right. Well, my name is Cindy Edgar-Good, and I'm the Chancery Clerk here in Lowndes County. I'm from Caledonia. I'm a lifelong resident of Lowndes County, and I've been with the Chancery Clerk's office for 18 years.
18 years?
18 years, yes. I was deputy clerk for 14, and this is my first term as Chancery Clerk 4, so that's a total of 18 years. Our day-to-day office is quite different. Sometimes we get there and we're not real sure what we're going to be faced with for the day, but our usual, I would say a standard day would be notaries. We offer free notary public to the county.
She did say free.
It is free, y'all. So y'all come see us. We're at the courthouse, first floor. Passport applications, we're a passport acceptance agent. We're trained and we're qualified each year. We have to go through a process of taking the test, and then every 4 years they will come and do an audit. It's what they'll call it. They'll come and sit down with us and go over and make sure that all the documents are up to date and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing with them.
Great.
Military discharges.
Okay.
A lot of people don't realize we do have, of course they know we have the Columbus Air Force Base here, but we do file military discharges, DD-214s. They are, they're private. A lot of people can't see those. We like to keep those safe. So if anyone comes in requesting them, they know who they are, why they so.
Well, let me ask you this. How long have you been doing the job that you're doing now at the Lowndes County Courthouse? I understand that you've been there for over 18 years, but what is the day-to-day job? I mean, you as a whole, how long have you been holding this position?
I've held this position for 4 years.
4 years?
Yes, this is my first term as Chancery Clerk. And in addition to the day-to-day operations that we oversee, I have a land department and a court department. We file land records for anything pertaining to land in Lowndes County. And we also have a court department, and our court department files divorces, estates, child custody, guardianships, conservatorships, and things of that nature. And so I oversee those on a day-to-day basis.
Well, let me ask you, I don't mean to stop you. So you have to deal with a diversified of people, black, white, Hispanics, et cetera, et cetera. So you having the staff and the team that you have to actually execute this, everybody has to be on the same page, correct?
Yes, you are correct. We're all women, so we all have 5 different personalities.
Correct.
But we all work very well together. Wherever I see maybe someone might be skipping in that
or
day,
slacking in that area.
Yeah, I'll step up if I happen to be in the room with them, and I'll try to come in.
But the great thing is, these are not new people that you're working with. You've worked with these people prior to the actual position that you have now.
That's correct. That's correct. We have a fantastic working relationship. Chantrell and I have worked together for 18 years.
Chantrell Williams Granderson.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's make sure we.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I have Tina Fisher. She's one of my deputy clerks. She's for 30. And Amy Barksdale, they're both in my land department, and we've worked with them for 5 years. So they're newbies. But
you guys are family oriented, and why make a change? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you guys have a great relationship that you guys have. What are some of the most horrific situations that face you, like a problem that you had to take care of? What is maybe the most I don't want to say the worst thing, but the situation that came before you that you had to handle in your career as a whole dealing with the county?
Yeah, it kind of varies. Sometimes we'll have like a disgruntled customer.
Correct.
That'll come in, maybe a judge didn't rule in their way, or their attorney is not contacted. That, I know that may not seem very important to a lot of people, but it is very important to that person. They're frustrated, they're upset, and unfortunately, a lot of times me or my girls are the first people they take it out.
Correct.
Because they're upset.
Right. So again, you guys have to be versatile enough to be able to deal with the people in any type of situation, whether it's a high level esteem or low level esteem. You guys have to really consult and actually be passionate enough to say we're still on a job. We still have to do customer service because you're dealing with the public. So that's customer service as a whole.
We have to be able to communicate with whatever and whoever comes
And deal with any kind of situation because everybody's not going to feel like you feel once you go to work.
That's right.
You might be happy, go lucky,
Yes.
and they might be upset again, like the situation of a case or something that didn't go their way.
And we see that a lot, particularly in our court department. Like I said, we have divorces. They can be pretty
Nasty sometimes,
They
yes.
can.
It is understood.
Especially child custody, estates. You know, you've got family members sometimes that are not on the same page with where they think the property should go, or a vehicle, or things of that nature. And it is a blessing, and I have learned so much from these ladies of how to approach when I'm there. And you have to stop and listen. You have to take it in. You have to feel what they're feeling, and I do. We all do.
Let me ask you this question here. Lisa Nisi Younger,
Yes.
a great individual, big supporter of hers. Do you have to sometimes either piggyback and call her and say, hey Nisi, I got a situation. How would you handle this, or what did you do in this type of situation?
Right. I have called her on occasion, and I said, look, do you remember so-and-so? Sometimes we have what I call it, and I don't mean any disrespect this at all. They're repeat customers.
Correct, yeah.
They're people that can.
But it's good that you have a relationship with the former seat that held that you are doing now to be able to reach out to her to get the knowledge or the education or the information that you need to make everything a smooth transition.
It was, and it still is. It's a continuous learning process because sometimes I can't think of anything right off the top of my head. But, you know, there's been some times where I have felt like, oh, that's never happened before. And
Correct.
you call Lisa and ask her, has she ever been faced with that?
And that is so sweet.
Oh, text, phone call, whatever. And she's that way with the girls at work too, because they all work for her.
We'll be back in just a moment after these television commercial breaks here with the television talk show Issues, sitting here with Miss Cindy. She got a kind of hypothetical last name. Tell me your last name again.
Good.
Good.
Good, like food.
Good. Cindy Good here with us. We're on the 4 states, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas. And we are aired 6:30 a.m. CW on DirecTV Channel 5, Sunday nights 10 p.m. on My Mississippi. You're going to get the full episode of talking about and learning more about Miss Cindy because she's not just an individual who's doing a day-to-day job. She's an individual who's trying to help her people and make sure that they get the appropriate needs from the county office as a whole. We'll be back in just a moment with final remarks from Miss Cindy to say how does she feel and what she's looking forward to in the future here in the Lowndes County community as a whole. I'm the host and executive producer, Rick Mason. We'll be back in just a moment for the television talk show, Issues.
Stay tuned. Issues Television Talk Show. We'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
Uniform Center and Scrub Company of Columbus, located 2022 Highway 45 North, Suite B, here in Columbus, where they offer a variety of items to suit your professional needs. Safety toe boots and safety tennis shoes. Brands Red Wing, Timberland, Wolverine, Georgia Boots, Reebok, Caterpillar, Morel, Iron Age, socks and insoles. Red Wings digital vouchers. Also BNSF Railroad vouchers. Accept boot vouchers. Chef uniforms. A variety of scrubs. Brands Wink, Healing Hands, Allura, Car, Maven, Adair, Cherokee, Workwear and Revolutions. Lab coats. Sell nurse mates shoes. Compression socks and full support stockings. Dance coat shoes. Medical supplies such as stethoscopes, blood pressure cuffs, and watches. Monogramming special orders. Or you can always reach out to them at Scrubs and Company of Columbus.com. Or give them a call, 662-328-4038. That's Uniform Center and Scrub Company of Columbus. And we're back with the television talk show Issues, sitting here with Miss Cindy Goody. Good.
Like food.
Yeah, good food and all this teasing, having a great
No,
time.
we-
Yeah, because sometimes we might say goody powder. We might be, but no, but we having a great time. Miss Cindy here with us again, having an informative moment, educational moment, a happy moment about final remarks on your customers and people who are coming in to see you or have a situation. How do you tell them to handle their tax?
First of all, leaders. We can assist them in any way possible, with the exception of giving them any kind of free legal advice. We have forms. Mississippi has a access to justice. It is statewide. Every county, they have forms. They have lawyers on call, on standby for people that have questions that we cannot answer. We can answer a general question, but not a legal question.
Correct.
So, and a lot of times we have, this day and age, we have a lot of people that want to file their own papers pro bono, which is by themselves. They do not want to hire a lawyer. They do not have the funds to hire a lawyer. So what we suggest is I have a sheet of paper and I hand it to them. I circle the ones that are local, give them a call, get on their website if you have access to this website, see what forms are available to you. We do all of the helping that we can with a buffer before, I guess, it gets to
the next step.
Correct, because they're going to do the paperwork, but then they're going to bring it in and file it with us. So we're kind of a buffer. We can't do the paperwork for them.
Man, I tell you, we got more to come. Interesting moments. Again, you saw us with the Junior ROTC Auxiliary. Plus, we were dealing with cancer awareness with Sim Scott organization here in Columbus. They did a great parade. We'll be showing that as well. Great things happening with Columbus Police Department. Chief Daughtry, he was on hand. Scott Malone, the DA, he was on hand, participating with the senior citizens at Sim Scott. And so many great things on the way. Again, we're doing positive things here with Issues Television Talk Show, and we're trying to get the word out and inform people who are not educated on what's going on in and around our community. It's the television talk show Issues. Miss Cindy, can I get you to look in the camera and say issues?
Issues.
Can I get you to look in the camera and say the morning kickback?
The morning kickback.
2-in-1 Beauty has amazing deals all month long. Wigs 20 to 40% off. All human hair bundles 25 to 50% off. All electronics on sale 10 to 50% off. 2-in-1 Beauty has a huge selection of beauty supplies and a full selection of school uniforms all year long. 2-in-1 Beauty, 618 Alabama Street in Columbus, next to the Jug Liquor Store, and in West Point, 6800 Highway 45 South, next to Checkers. 2-in-1 Beauty.
Don't forget, use code KICKBACK at checkout for more discounts.
Come see us at 2-in-1 Beauty.
And we're back for the television talk show Issues here on a great, beautiful morning and sometime nights. The show is on in 4 states, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas, which airs on CW at 6:30 a.m. each and every Saturday morning, plus Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on My Mississippi. We're dealing with veterans on today, talking about historical moments of veterans and what other better way to do it than to do a big veterans parade. Welcome to the show, and tell us who you are, all about you.
Well, hello, guys.
Hello. Hey, talk to us.
I'm Kayla Marie Gilmore, the owner of KMG Creations, Dance and Productions. I am in the studio in Starkville, Mississippi, and I also produce a lot of great things in the community. And we're getting ready for our 4th annual Veterans Day Parade, honoring our veterans.
Okay, so what gave you the desire to want to do something for the veterans over in Starkville?
Okay, so back in 2008, I started the Military Charity Dance Recital. That's for veterans, which my brother is a veteran as well. And so I have many friends. So I began to love and appreciation for our veterans. Then in 2018, I noticed that there was not a Veterans Day Parade in Starkville. So I became history, and created the first ever Veterans Day Parade in Starkville, Mississippi.
You say you've been doing this since 2018?
This parade been doing since 2018.
2018, great works. So how do you put all this together? You have a team of people along with your company when you do this? Or how does this work out for you, being that it's nonprofit, and I know it takes funds to do so many things. So how does this all work out?
How does it work? First, one thing, I give honor to God, who's the head of my life. And God blesses me with so many different people that have the capabilities to be a part of my committee. And just getting the outpouring love from the community and to be able to get the funds that I need to put on this program, and it's free.
Okay. And this is going to take place November the 11th?
Right, Saturday, November the 11th at 2023 at 11 a.m.
Okay, and what if they want to sign up, be a part of the parade, or give donations, or just be a part of this historical moment? Can you give them information on it?
I sure can. To be a part of the parade, just sign up online at www.kmgcreations.com. www.kmgcreationsdfp. That's KMG Creations DFP.com, or you can give me a call at 662-268-9954, and it's free to participate. And we'll let you slide up and ride up on the day of as well and sign up.
Okay, so in the location, where's it going to start? I understand you gave an address, but any particular landmarks that you would say, hey, we're going to start here and go here? I mean...
How does it? Okay, no problem. It's going to start on Main Street in Starkville, Mississippi, at the Unity Park, and on to the county courthouse. And you just put 101 Main Street, it's gonna get you right there. And then we're gonna take a right on South Montgomery and take another right on Lambton Street, back up to Washington. And then we're gonna get ready for the musical.
Okay.
The musical at 12 p.m. at the county courthouse.
Okay.
We have the SHS in Armstrong singers, and we also have recording artist Terrell Brinson that will be there as well. And we have 2 speakers as well.
Okay, so it's so much going on in the world today, and we're talking about veterans. People who have fought in wars or been a part of wars. Do you ever get a chance to actually talk to any of these veterans and really talk to them about some of the things that they have been through?
Absolutely. I do talk to people that that have been affected by the things of the world, of the world, and you know, and may I say, someone very close, my boyfriend, he is a veteran as well. So I do experience.
You can say his name, Sammy Young. I call him my brother sometimes, but yeah, he's a veteran, a Navy guy.
Navy, yes. So I totally understand when he began to tell me stories about things that has happened to him, and I relate to it because I have other friends. And believe it or not, I'm a pretty good counselor. We're working with veterans as well.
Because it's a mental stage as a whole. This is something that they carry along with them for years to come. So this is something pretty interesting. We'll be back in just a moment after these commercial break to finalize with Miss, is it KMG?
Kayla Marie.
Kayla Marie Creations here with us today, getting ready for the Veterans Parade going on November the 11th, 2023. Start Vegas, Mississippi.
That's right.
Starting on Main Street, making your way up to the courthouse.
Back up to the courthouse, and we got a great speaker, Senator Bart Williams and Sergeant Terrell Robinson will be our keynote speaker.
And you will have different people from Starkville participating as well, correct?
Absolutely. Actually, our Grand Marshal is Captain Brandon Armstrong, and then there's local veterans. Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
Okay, all right. So great. Give them the number one more time if they want to call you, be a sponsor, be a part of what you have going on.
Well, they can give me a call, or they can text at area code 662-268-9954, or they can visit our webpage at KMG Creations, the letter D, the letter F, P.com.
Show. Email us at issuestalkshow@gmail.com, or either give us a call, 662-386-6064 if you have an issue. Can I get you look in that camera and say issues?
Issues.
We'll be back in just a moment. State Representative Kabir Kareem will be speaking, talking about veterans as well as a whole and different things that are going on at the Capitol right now as we speak. More exciting things, plus Cindy Goody. If she hadn't been on the show already, she's going to be on the show because we did speak with her prior to this particular interview. More to come with the television talk show, Issues.
Stay tuned. Issues Television Talk Show will be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Rick Mason live here with breaking news with Issues Television Talk Show at Carl Hogan Toyota with the working man's friends, and they all have issues today, and we're here to resolve them. More after these commercial breaks, after we talk to these great people here at Carl Hogan Toyota.
My issues are with credit.
My issues is down payment.
My issues are engines.
My issues are cosigners.
My issues are interest rates.
So if you have any issues with purchasing a vehicle, come to Carl Hogan Toyota here in Columbus, Mississippi.
Carl Hogan Toyota, the working man's friend.
Issues. And we're back for the television talk show, Issues. Like we promised you, State Representative Kabir Kareem will be here talking to us about what goes on day to day at the state capitol at, we call it Legislature, House of Representatives. Kabir Kareem, welcome to the show.
thank you so much for having me today.
And I know you're humble and you probably tired from an extraordinary day, but we're going to need you to talk up today, okay?
I got you. I'm here.
Hey, talk to us, State Representative, talk to us about what actually takes place and goes on at the Capitol when you're actually in session.
You know,
what is your day like?
Well, Rick, it's like I've been around politics for almost 30 years. But you really don't understand the operation, what goes on under the dome, until you get in the mix and become a member of the legislature. The process of how you get laws passed, how it starts out as an idea to a piece of paper that's submitted to the lawyers who transforms it into the legislation that in returns goes into the Speaker's office, who delegates what committee this particular legislation will go to. Then after it goes to committee, it's up to that committee chair whether or not it comes out of committee. It could die right there, or it can get out of committee and come to the floor, and then it's voted on, or it can, well, let me back up, it can be on the calendar and never comes off the calendar. If the chairman doesn't pull it up. But if the chairman decides to pull it up, then it's voted on, and then the whole process starts all the way back over in the Senate.
So the chairman is like the president?
The chair
with the seating?
The chair is like over, no, the speaker is over our chamber, the Speaker of the House. And we're going to have a new speaker this year. He's voted on by the membership. But the chair of a committee controls that committee. You have a chairman of education. Anything that is major that we deal with in the city and in our community, you have a chairman over that committee, over utilities, military affairs.
Like you say, if you have something on the table for him to review, and if he don't review it that year or that term,
come out. It won't come out. It won't happen
until he says.
Until he says that he wants to take up this particular legislation.
That's a pretty popular seat to have because there's a lot of pressure on you.
It's a very important position to be a chairman of a committee. And then they have vice chairs, and then you have the membership. The legislative process is very interesting. I encourage everybody to get involved, to know the legislative process, but particularly our young folk. Know how laws are passed. You know, if you think Mississippi color needs to be blue, it goes through this process that I just described. And if you got enough votes and you can get it passed, the state color could be blue.
And you just said something that struck me when you said something about kids need to get educated on what take place at the actual Capitol. I can recall you had my son there, Orion, years ago, being a pager. Your son has been there as well. It's an experience every child from a actual neighborhood that we grew up in, something for them to see.
And you know, it's sad to say, Rick, if you don't know anybody or some people don't get to experience being pagers, but I always invite children to come to the Capitol, make a day out of it, and see how we work for the people of Mississippi.
So you being and holding the seat that you hold here in the Golden Triangle area, so you pretty much oversee Columbus? What are the counties?
My district pretty much covers the city of Columbus, parts of Lowndes County. And look, no man is an island, Rick. It takes a collective effort with all the legislators to get things accomplished.
Correct.
Whether it was changing the state flag, which they've been trying to change for a number of years. I was happy to be a part of that historical session.
And all the things that are going on here in the Golden Triangle, the plants.
Got one of the biggest economic investments right here in Columbus. The state invested $2.5 billion. That's going to create 1,000 jobs and upwards to 100,000.
That should feel good to be a part of those accomplishments, being, you know, that you are there to be able to say, hey, this, that, or the other. That is very interesting.
It feels good to be part of the team that made it happen. And Rick, honestly, I felt good authoring that piece of legislation that made that materialize and happen. So look, I've always been community oriented. My family has, particularly my mother, Miss Helen, has always taught us to serve.
It's getting close to Thanksgiving holidays too. Will Mom be in the kitchen getting those catering orders together?
She wouldn't have it no other way. Yeah. She wouldn't have it no other way. And then she got a big birthday coming up too.
Well, you know, our birthdays are pretty close.
That's
you know,
right.
she give me a little something, I give her a little something. But that's pretty interesting, man. Your mom been in the community for over 30 years, serving and feeding the community. That's and right. Again, if they wanted to order those holiday meals, what number can they call?
Well, you know they can call Helen's Kitchen, 662-328-3063. We got the best dressing in town. Just come on by and get that turkey dressing.
And you know, everybody's awaiting the reopening of Helen's Kitchen.
Yeah,
you guys are still offering curbside service.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because when the tornado hit back in 2019, we did not know. We were the only structure that survived the damage that took place in that area. But when we started tearing back the walls,
the intersection,
we did
the
not know that the structure
that
shifted, and we had some major structure. So the cost of our remodeling
exceeded
more than we had anticipated. So it's taking a little time, but it's worth it, because
but you're still able to feed your customers.
Feed our customers, get the food out.
And everybody want to know you're still serving breakfast.
You better believe it.
Okay.
You better believe it. We're serving breakfast, and that's how Helen's Kitchen got started, serving salmon croquettes and rice 35 years ago. So yeah, we're still doing it. So look, we're in the fabric of this community, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. I started my community service helping Dan Span pass literature out. Then of course my brother was a city councilman, Kamal was a city councilman, and I was right there, and no more, I didn't want nothing more but to see my brother elected. And I don't know if people remember this, but my brother ran for the seat that I hold twice. And I never thought that I would be sitting in House District 41, because I always wanted him to be here. But Rick, as I get older and turning 50, I realized that all that work that I was doing then, God was preparing me to sit in this seat. And I thank God for it. I'm very humble to be here, and I'm always ready to serve, as I was taught, not only from the leadership classes, from Congressman Benny Thompson's leadership classes, Supervisor Brooks' leadership classes, and countless other leadership classes that I've been, but just from the cradle, our mama has always taught us to serve others.
Hey man, you got him here, State Representative Kabir Kareem. It's been a great day today, great interview today. Don't forget, B&R Production has it coming up, Thanksgiving weekend. It's gonna be a great show on that Saturday. Plus, Queen of the City, Lil Jones, will be doing Black Friday Icon as well, so you guys get ready for that. And
Stay tuned. Issues Television Talk Show will be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
Dairy Queen, the Big DQ, is now in Columbus, located 1902 Highway 45 North in Columbus, home of the best ice cream and blizzards, slushes, and so much more. Frozen hot chocolate, sunset slush, also chicken sandwiches, deluxe signature snack burgers, classic traditional bacon burger with 2 cheeses, hot dogs, chili dogs, kid meals, backyard bacon signature burger, salads. They have it all. Stop by and see them today. Also, check out the flamethrower, chicken baskets, chicken sandwich, original or spicy. Come by and order your birthday cake today with all the additional accessories to go on the cake. Now hiring Dairy Queen, the Big DQ in Columbus. Come by and see the professional staff and all the great smiles they have to offer with great customer service. It's Dairy Queen, the Big DQ, located 1902 Highway 45 North in Columbus.
Welcome to Dairy Queen.
And prayers for the Monique Montgomery family, Pastor Montgomery family. Again, we were just in Jackson doing lunch
together. We were just doing session. You came down to visit. You and Mr. Cooper were hanging out, and we had a luncheon
with Pastor Montgomery,
his wife, and Who would have thought that was going to be the last time we had, and we had a wonderful lunch.
Yeah, also Shaq.
And Shaq, that's right.
Yes.
Representative
Yes,
Taylor, we
yeah.
was there.
Yeah, so again, man, great show today. We'll see you later on today somewhere on the stage near you or an area near you. Again, more to come with Issues Television Talk Show, The Morning Kickback, each and every weekday morning, Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. for the hottest 2 minutes in radio. And again, we appreciate your time and your effort. Keep doing great things, and I understand. I see you're an alpha, huh?
You better believe it.
Yeah. Hey, man, can you say issues?
Issues.
We'll be back next week, same time, same place for the Television Talk Show, Issues.